Hello, my name is Stephanie Herling. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm the Regional Council Manager for Birth to 5 Illinois, Region 50, covering St. Clair County. Thank you for watching Region 50's Early Childhood Regional Needs Assessment virtual report. This recorded session will provide an overview of findings from Birth to 5 Illinois Region 50 Needs Assessment, as well as talk about the strengths, needs, and recommendations for improving access to and enrollment in early childhood education and care programs in the region. A link to the full report can be found in the description below. If you would like to turn on closed captioning, click the CC icon at the bottom of the video. This will turn on your captions. If you want a language different than English, click on the gear icon for settings, click on subtitles, then auto translate, and you will scroll down to pick the language you want. In 2021, the Illinois Commission on Equitable Early Childhood Education and Care Funding issued a report with findings that highlighted the inequities in early childhood funding in Illinois and the need to create a better statewide infrastructure to support early childhood professionals, expand services and programs for families and caregivers, and increase enrollment in early childhood education and care programs. The report focused on the importance of addressing racial inequities and the need to include local voices in the conversation that funders and decision makers were having about early childhood education and care. To provide a structure for communities, families, and caregivers to engage with the data and share their experiences, a new statewide infrastructure was created across 39 regions, all of which aligned with existing Illinois State Board of Education regional office boundaries but operated independently. Birth to 5 Illinois regional boundaries align with school districts instead of strictly following county lines, which can be a challenge for gathering and interpreting data because many early childhood services are provided by or tied to school districts. Region 50 is located in the greater St. Louis Metro East area, just east of the Mississippi River. St. Clair County has a mixture of industry, urban living areas, and rural areas known for agriculture. St. Clair County is the seat for the only active United States Air Force Base in Illinois. Currently, St. Clair County is the 9th most populous county with over 250,000 Illinoisans. Joining me in the Region 50 office are Shamika Brown, our Family and Community Engagement Specialist, and our Administrative Support, Madeline Graham.
The experiences and knowledge families, caregivers, and early childhood professionals gain while navigating the complexities of the state's early childhood education and care system are valuable, and understanding their lived experience in the local context is vital for decision makers to ensure communities have access to the programs, services, and support they need. To this end, Birth to 5 Illinois was created to harness family and caregiver voices in early childhood education and care and serve as a bridge between the communities and policymakers, so family, caregiver, and professional experiences can guide the decisions made to expand or enhance services across the state. Our mission is to create a statewide regional infrastructure that will amplify input from communities in the development of policies and funding priorities. We support the mobilization of communities to build and sustain equitable access to inclusive, high-quality early childhood services for all children and families in the state of Illinois. We envision that our work will help all stakeholders reimagine a more equitable early childhood education and care system that respects family and community voice and works to ensure it is centered and prioritized at every level of decision making in Illinois. We have three main values and goals. First, we must prioritize family voice. Through this transformation centered on authentic family and community engagement, we will address the inequitable distribution of resources and services and rebuild our state's early childhood education and care system. Second, We must address the racial inequities that exist in our early childhood system. In an effort to move our early childhood education and care system to one where racism no longer impacts a child's success, we will work to dismantle barriers that have limited access to high quality services for minoritized children in every corner of our state. Third, we will use the collective impact model to shift the current early childhood system to influence policy and funding at the local, regional, and state level. Birth to 5 Illinois will use community driven feedback to build a system that harnesses knowledge directly from families and providers and encourages decision makers to ensure new and/or expanded services are created to meet community needs. Two critical parts of the new statewide infrastructure are family councils and action councils. Located in each of the 39 regions, the councils provide feedback on quantitative data from the Illinois Early Childhood Asset Map, or ICAM, and the Illinois Network of Child Care Resource and Referral Agencies, or INCRA, to help contextualize the data at the local level. The councils meet twice a month in virtual, in-person, or hybrid meetings. The family councils are comprised of parents/caregivers from a wide variety of family types: single parents, adopted and foster parents, caregivers of relatives, teen parents, two-parent families, multi-generational families, and more, and prioritize the voices of those who have not been involved in this type of work before. We want to highlight those who have been involved in our Region 50 Family Council over the past year and thank them for sharing their experiences with the early childhood system. Hannah Anderson, Megan Burgess, Linda Eland, Kristen Hobbs, Ladarian Johnson, Misty Johnson, Roberta Johnson, Katie Mano, Shania Mays, Tiffany McSpadden, Sylvia Nunn, Amanda Slicker, Cassandra Stahl. Action councils are comprised of early childhood education and care professionals, healthcare providers, faith leaders, elected officials, and other community members. Each Action Council reserved 2 seats for parents/caregivers to ensure family voices were included in every discussion. Action Council members were invited to bring additional aggregated data on programs and services provided by their agency or organization to complement data from ICAM and INCRA. We extend thanks and gratitude to our Region 50 Action Council members: Shamira Brown, Mark Eichenlob, Angela Fraley, Latoya Greenwood, Regina Greer, Gina Harding, Amy Hart, Carolyn Jason, Chanita King, Jen Knepper, Sherry Kraus, Janice Monster, Kendall Perry, Kaylin Richardson, Jenna Ruther, and Jessica Sager.
Beyond the council meetings, additional qualitative data was collected community-wide through focus groups and interviews, and all council members were invited to provide input on each section of the Early Childhood Regional Needs Assessment. Region 50 had a total of 13 focus groups and presentations, 12 surveys completed, and 13 interviews. We also attended 51 outreach events in the community to connect and gather feedback. Council members developed strengths, needs, and recommendational next steps that are unique to the region. The regional team, along with the support of the Action and Family Councils, created a dissemination plan. We are currently holding community meetings virtually and in person to share the report findings. The following slides highlight some of the data that was discussed by council members and provides insight into the early childhood education and care landscape in our region. Region 50 is largely identified as white and black. Scott Air Force Base, the U.S. Transportation Command and Air Mobility Command headquarters, makes considerable contributions to the local economy by providing ample employment opportunities. Although St. Clair County has over 15 populated towns and cities, much of the area is substantially rural with smaller populations and limited resources. In Region 50, the priority populations identified within the discussions and conversations included children living in families in poverty, children of teen parents, children experiencing homelessness, children with disabilities, children in families with prevalent drug misuse. It is important to note that this is not one of the Early Learning Council's defined priority populations. While the data on children and families from priority populations is limited, there are a few things that we wanted to note about Region 50. The 2020 census shared that 48% of children are living at or below 200% federal poverty level. St. Clair County median household income is very diverse across the county. The county median income comes in at $63,017 compared to the state median income of $72,563. It's important to notice that the lowest area in our county comes in at $19,605, which is $43,000 below the county median income. Data showed in 2020 there were 861 children ages 3 to 5 with an individual education plan or an IEP, and 356 children in kindergarten with an IEP. St. Clair County has 5% teen pregnancy average, just above the state average of 4%. Additional information about these priority populations was gathered through surveys, interviews, and focus groups and is included throughout our Early Childhood Regional Needs Assessment Report. Community collaborations are an integral part of the early childhood landscape. Local early childhood community collaborations bring together community agencies, organizations, and individuals with a shared vision or goal. They understand the importance of early childhood education and care for children, caregivers, and providers. Region 50's local early childhood collaboration, the Greater East St. Louis Early Learning Partnership, covers all the communities in East St. Louis, Washington Park, and parts of Cahokia Heights and Fairmont City. The Greater East St. Louis Early Learning Partnership, which is a coalition of Eastside Align, brings partners together to ensure that every child in the area has the knowledge, skill, and disposition for kindergarten success. More information on the local collaboration and the work they are doing can be found in the Regional Needs Assessment. Region 50 is home to a variety of early childhood education and care programs and providers, all servicing children based on licensing, funding, and staffing requirements. But access to early childhood programs and services is not equitable for all the region's families. Wait lists at child care centers and the availability of child care in our region is a significant barrier for families and caregivers. There are publicly funded preschool options available in the region, such as Early Head Start, Preschool for All, and Preschool for All expansion programs. However, not all programs are full day, nor do they provide transportation to and from the program, leaving many families who qualify for publicly funded preschool choosing not to enroll them in publicly funded programs. As one family member stated, I would love to enroll my child in PFA. However, we both work and we're not able to transport my daughter to and from the program. We need full day care. Additionally, there are not enough spots for families to enroll their children in care across all programs in the region, leaving some families with very limited options for childcare. ICAM data shows that St. Clair County has 18,309 eligible children for child care options with only 7,140 slots available. It also shows that there are only 2,022 publicly funded slots available for the 8,788 eligible children.
Meetings. focus groups, interviews, and surveys, families in the region reiterated the urgent need for more affordable childcare and preschool options, staffed with providers and teachers that are well paid, supported, and who want to continue working in early childhood long term. We found in our discussions that we have professionals in our region that sometimes commute across the river to work for higher wages with less demand on their higher education and certifications. Programs reported it is harder than ever to hire staff and keep them due to the low pay, lack of benefits, high demands in the classroom, and burnout. Families continued to share that it was difficult to access childcare in their community. Families experience even tougher times in rural areas with limited options or if their child has a special need. Families shared that they simply did not know all the options that they had available to them for their children. Full day options are largely needed. Many of the free public preschools were a 2.5 hour program without transportation or wrap care that families simply could not make work. Caregivers expressed that many professionals are experiencing burnout due to the low wage, staff shortage, lack of benefits, and high demands that continue to be placed on them. Caregivers also express that children are coming to them with needs that they don't always have the capacity or training to provide high quality services for. Community and council members identified several strengths and needs of the early childhood system in the region. For the sake of time, I will only share a few. Key strengths are 1. Strong child care subsidy office that is one of the largest in the state. 2. Collaboration within the ECEC community across the region of St. Clair County has a knowledgeable pool of early childhood educators. And number 3, community resources that support a wide variety of needs and service requests. Our key needs are 1. Full day or wraparound services so families can return to work. 2. Staff need professional development to support the growing needs in regards to special needs and trauma-informed care of children. And number 3, transportation so families can access services and programs.
Based on the community and council conversations, recommendations have been made on how early childhood education and care programs and services can be improved for families in the region. Recommendations will be presented to lawmakers, state agencies, local elected officials, and funders so that they can better understand the needs of families in the region. We will continue to share the recommendations so they can determine how to best meet those needs. These are a few of the recommendations made, but more can be found in the Regional Needs Assessment. This summer, we will be out in the community talking to more families, providers, and stakeholders about their experiences with early childhood education and care, and we want to talk with you. We invite community members, families, and early childhood professionals to join the conversations by filling out the Council Interest Form. Please go to our website at www.birth-to-5il.com/councils or click the link in the description to get involved. Interest forms will close later this summer and council meetings will resume in August. I want to thank our state partners for their support and you for watching. We encourage you to stay in touch with us by visiting our regional page at www.birth-to-5il.com/region 50. Thanks for joining us today to learn a little bit more about Region 50. Be sure to stay in touch with us by visiting our website at birth-to-5il.com/region 50, where you can sign up for our newsletter. You can also email me any questions, concerns, or comments at shurling@birth-to-5il.com. Make sure to join us on our Facebook page by searching Birth to 5 Illinois Region 50. We look forward to hearing from you.